And right now we're in the Hollywood Hills.
Yes, we just drove down Hollywood Boulevard and we saw like the Walk of Fame and it was so cool. I'm finally the same height as you. Yay!
It only takes a rail and a balcony. That's all it takes.
Exactly.
A rail and a balcony. In a hotel in LA. In the middle of nowhere somewhere. Arizona, Utah, I don't know. But we're in the middle of some canyon. There's a river down. What's wrong with you?
There's something on my foot.
Something's biting Brittany's foot. She didn't bring any shoes, folks. She brought sandals to come to the We're in the Rockies. Rocky Mountains.
I didn't think about needing closed-toed shoes, okay? It is July.
We're grizzly
okay?
bears,
People wear
mountain
flip-flops
lions.
in July.
Alright, so we are currently, right now, driving on Route 66.
Historic Route 66.
Historic Route 66.
On this edition of On the Map, we learn about the growing craft beer scene in Columbia. We enjoy some taste testing at River Rat and try some great barbecue. But first, we begin with the staple of not only Divine Street, but also the city of Columbia. Established in 1952, Brittons is proud to sell the finest in men's and women's clothing.
Okay, so this afternoon we're here at Brittons clothing store.
Correct.
Am I pronouncing it right with Lucky?
Yep.
Lucky Levinson, your model here.
This is Hunter Spivey. Hunter works for me.
He's going. You are a famous,
Bow tie celebrity, I guess you would say. An instructor. I mean, it's if you go on YouTube, I'm the #1 most hit video on YouTube in how to tie a bow tie.
It's infamous.
Well, I don't know, infamous, maybe famous. I don't know. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to show you the secret on bow tie tying. So if you'll bear with me, Hunter, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's do this. First of all, you can start on the right or you can start on the left. It doesn't matter, but whichever side you start with has to be the longer side. So we're going to take the longer side and we're going to go over the shorter side, continue and take this part straight up, pull it out, cinch it down. You're halfway there. Notice how the knot, there's a low side and then there's a high side. So the high side, we're going to just move it out of the way. The low side, you're going to take it and bend it, push it forward until the indentation is right underneath your nose. You're going to hold it. You're going to drop the high side straight down through the center, keeping it fairly tight. Now you're going to bring the two ends together and slide it over to your right ear. At this juncture, you're going to be able to see the hole right there. Now, you'll take the very bottom of this knot, lift it, poke it, and go up and hit your jaw.
Okay.
Once you're through, release your hands. Take the front loop, the part you poke through, a quick pull at the same time, using the straight ends to adjust it. There's your perfect bow tie.
It doesn't seem. There's definitely a skill to it though.
Well, you got to kind of know
Yeah.
what you're doing. Some people will get on the first time. Other people will take several times. So once you do it several times, you realize this is really not difficult.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of people that wear bow ties. You have like young guys, older guys, but you'll see people in the medical profession will wear bow ties because there's less material to get in the way,
yeah.
and it's just doesn't get germs on as much. Then you have like young kids that go to like award ceremonies at school or something, and it's just a southern look. It's a southern style, and it's kind of very classic look.
Right. It seems to be something that's coming back.
Very much so. I think the main thing is a lot of people just did not know how to tie a bow tie. And once you get the hang of it, it's like a lot of ladies like guys in bow ties. So, that's, one of the reasons I started doing it. But only being 5'5", the long ties kind of got in the way.
Okay.
Just kind of hung down too far. So bow ties were a natural thing for me.
Yeah.
You know, so it's I've been a bow tie wearer for a long time.
Is there, you know, with ties, long ties, there's different kinds of knots. Is bow tie just straight one way, this way?
Pretty much so. There are different looks. Now you could, you know, the beauty about a bow tie, it doesn't have to be perfect.
Okay.
And when you tie your own, that's what makes it very unique. You know, you can actually give it a little Colonel Sanders thing here. You can bend that down, pull that up. You know, you can have different looks with it. There's even a new bow tie company out that is made out of feathers. Now, you don't tie those, it's pre-made. But hang on, we'll get you a feathered bow tie.
A feather bow tie. Okay.
This is a company called Brackish. They're out of Charleston, South Carolina. This young man has started this company, and his name's Ben Ross, and he does bow ties out of feathers. And it's like phenomenal.
Right.
So you can do the pre-tied if you want to do a feathered bow, or you learn to tie your own.
What is that made out of, do you know?
Well, this one,
It almost looks like
I believe this one is quail feathers.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
You
It
do
is.
pheasant, peacock, spur.
In fact, it was Bill Murray who wore one of the Brackish bow ties. He wore the peacock bow at the Oscars, past Oscars.
He brought in the style, huh?
He brought in
Bill
the
Murray
style,
does it.
absolutely.
Why not?
Bill Murray.
Absolutely. Well, we're a 62-year-old family business. My father started the store 62 years ago. My grandfather was actually in the clothing business in the small town of Barnwell, South Carolina. And so I'm third generation, and we've been doing this for a while. So
Right, well,
I think we've finally gotten it right, hopefully.
Before we walked around the store, Lucky convinces me to try on some bow ties. And when he discovered that I was having trouble tying them, he quickly ushered me into a private lesson.
Well, this may take a while.
Well, wait a minute now. That's not how it happened at all. It only took Lucky one time around to show me how to tie a bow tie.
All right. Now, here we go. Over, under.
I'm going with the tie now. Over.
No, long side over.
Over.
Continue underneath.
Right.
Go straight up. Good job. You're halfway there. Pull it on out. Cinch it down. Low side push forward.
Left side. Forward.
Good job. Hold it with your right hand. Drop the high side down. Close the two ends together.
Close like a door.
You got it. Pull it over to your right ear so you can see the hole. Good job. Find the hole. Right there. Good. The very bottom, lift and poke. Use your thumb. Go up. Hit your jaw. Go straight up. Go up. Good. You're in. Drop your hands.
All right.
Take the front loop and the part you poked in. Quick pull. Good job. Let's straighten it up. There is your bow tie. Great job.
Thank you, Lucky. I appreciate that. Certainly.
Looks
Bow
good.
tie from Lucky's.
From the classics to the hottest new brands, Brittons has it all.
This is Southern Tide. This is a line that we carry here at Brittons that is unique to us here in Columbia. Southern Tide was started by Alan Stevenson, a young man from Greenville, South Carolina, who attended the University of South Carolina. While at the university, he saw there was a need for a new knit shirt. Alan created a unique knit shirt that he put a little bit of lycra and cotton together and made the shirt where the collar did not roll, the placket, which is this part right here, stayed very crisp. And with the combination of the lycra and cotton, it revolutionized the knit shirt business. And it has really kicked off his entire collection. So he does cotton lycra in trousers today, he do it in shorts. He has one of the finest t-shirts in the industry, and all here in South Carolina. So we're glad to represent Southern Tide here at Columbia at Brittons.
Kellen Monroe.
And Andrew. And y'all two co-own this together?
We did.
Nice, man. How'd y'all get into business together?
We were in engineering school at South Carolina together, and we were the guys sitting in the back of class talking about beer and owning a brewery instead of studying super hard like we should have.
So you already knew what you wanted to do when you were going to college?
Yeah, pretty much. So we worked for a couple years in our various jobs, and then decided that Columbia didn't have a bottle shop yet, so we wanted to be the first guys to do it here. So we do a little on-premise, we do a little off-premise. We want you to come in, try new things. We try to stay focused on local stuff and cherry pick the good stuff we know from other breweries that are more regional and countrywide. We want you to come in, try a couple things, find what you like, and take home what you like is the best way to describe our business. And then come back.
And then come back.
Yeah, come back.
So the big thing with beer is very much like that local farm-to-table movement, or that know where your food's coming from kind of thing. Is know who's brewing your beer. The guy down the street makes good stuff, probably as good stuff as the guy across the country who's well known.
Right.
So it's a cool thing. It's small business oriented, and it's a really neat.
Small business helps small business.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Y'all got a lot of regulars, like a lot of stuff that y'all keep on tap because people love it.
No, they like seeing the new stuff. They like when, that's one thing about our, we have 12 taps and they always rotate. We don't ever keep the same beer behind the last one. We always, try to keep similar styles, but that's one thing our customers do like is that the draft board will change on a daily basis. We'll go through 5 or 6, maybe a busy weekend, probably 10 different beers. It could be a completely different draft board from Thursday to that next Monday or Tuesday. So
that's wild.
Oh yeah, and they love it, and we do too. It keeps us on our toes, and it's a lot of fun.
Everything you got on your shelves here, I can just come in and pick up one.
Yep, you can try one of everything, price everything, so you can take one of whatever, 10 or 9 or however many you want of whatever you want to try.
You can make your own 6-pack.
Make your own 6-pack.
Yeah.
As many as you want, really. It don't have to be 6, it can be more.
12.
12.
Columbia is passionate about fostering the growing craft beer scene in South Carolina. Their attention attracts startup businesses from all around. One such brewery that is making a name for itself is River Rat Brewery, located on Shop Road.
We started putting the brewery together late 2013. We started production in January 2014. So we've been producing about a year and 8 months. Well, we're a small outfit. We'll run a 15-barrel system, and we produced 1,300 barrels last year, our first year of operation, and this year we're on forecast for 2,600. So we're pretty much doubling our productivity. So, but we're really down to a very small crew. My brewmaster, Drew Walker, and Tyler, another a young boy. He just started as our kind of like an apprentice in cellaring and CIP and whatnot. He's coming along just fine. So we have the 3. We all pitch in on packaging when it's time to bottle. It's a 3-man crew, so whoever's available, we pitch in and stack the bottles and package. So, but that's pretty much it. We have 3 in the back of the house. I'm running all of operations and sales and media and marketing and pretty much what you do when you own a company. You do everything but you want to do. So, but my time will come, as I always tell people, but I do brew on occasion.
One of your brewmasters is going to let us try some of your...
Yeah, our brewmaster Drew is what we call him, and he's the man behind the magic, and yeah, we'd love to have him sit down with you guys and try our beers and explain it.
Okay, well, let's go try some beer.
Excellent, sounds like a plan. Right.
That we have out right now. We've constantly got a couple rotating on our tap box outside. These are 6 main beers that we have going on right now. Yeah.
Okay, and you got 2 lights I see, and an IPA. And
so there's a double IPA in there. There's a Pilsner, a Kolsch, which those 2 are light. Our Broad River Red Ale is a very, in technical words, a light beer for craft brewers or craft beer drinkers. Each one of these beers will appeal to at least one craft beer drinker that there is.
I got you.
We use the shotgun effect and try to hit everybody.
Yeah.
With one blow and
Wide pattern.
Exactly. So we'll start off with our Broad River Red, which is just a real nice traditional Irish red ale, not too malty, not too hoppy, and that's kind of our gateway beer to get people into who don't drink craft beer to drink craft beer.
And I don't drink a lot of craft beer.
Well, you'll probably love it.
Which one?
Starting off right here. At the left ear.
All right.
So there you
Bottoms
go, man.
up.
Cheers.
It really is sweet.
Yeah, it's on the malty side, so it's a little bready, a little biscuit in there. Not so much, not one of these hoppy, bitter beers. It's a little more comforting to a non-beer drinker.
That's true.
So.
That's very true. And then next
next is our brown ale. Sorry, this one right here.
Right.
It's a hazelnut brown ale. So it's an English style brown ale that we actually use. We use raw chopped green hazelnuts in the mash process. So we'll just take a giant box of these hazelnuts that are all crunched up and chopped up and just dump it right into the mash.
Okay.
So that mash is we're extracting the oils out of the nut. So as the beer warms up, which it's pretty hot in here, you'll start actually tasting more and more of the hazelnut flavor that just is natural in that beer. It's not an additive, it's not a flavoring, it's actual hazelnuts.
That's cool.
That you'll be able to taste.
Okay, let's try it out. Man,
Yep.
that is hazelnutty.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's not an extract, it's not a flavoring. That's hazelnut.
That's
So
good though.
you get the nice maltiness from the beer itself, but then you get that
There's not too much of it.
exactly. It's not a big
Overpowering.
in your face overpowering.
So then we're going to the more lighter.
Yeah, so the next beer is our lightest beer, so to speak, on the list. It's our American Kolsch story. So a Kolsch is a very old school beer from Cologne that is just, it's an amazing hybrid beer where it's brewed like a lager. So it's brewed at cooler temperatures, it's aged at a cold temperature for a longer time, but it's brewed with technically an ale yeast. So it's, you treat it like a lager. So when you brew it cold, it kind of subdues the fruity flavor. So you get a nice, clean, almost lager-like beer with an ale strain of yeast, and it's just this really nice, little bit of sulfur in there, but it's not overpowering. It's complementary to the style.
Okay.
So it's that again is one of those when someone comes in and is like, "What do you got?" That's close to what I normally drink, and I'm like, let's try this one, and that's normally this is great. This is what I was looking for.
Right.
So it's another one of those gateway. I don't drink craft beer.
Some guy comes in here and he's like a Coors Light type of person. This
Yeah.
is what you would give to him.
Yeah, this is if someone comes in here and says this is what I drink Coors Light. I drink.
Period.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. What do you have for me? We have water. We have tap water, but we'll give them a Kolsch just to kind of get them.
See if they can handle it.
Exactly.
Let's try it out. That's good.
Yeah.
That's definitely not overpowering at all.
Yeah, not at all. It's really light, really crisp. Just a nice, not hoppy, not malty, just a really balanced Kolsch.
We sell quite a few different types of ales. We started off with our four: the Monk's Corner Abbey Ale, the Double IPA, the Hazelnut Brown Ale, and Broad River Red Ale. And then we branched out into the Kolsch, American Kolsch Story is what it's called. So those are our flagships, and they're all different styles of beer. We also do a lot of strong ales with fruit in them, barrel-aged Abbey ales, which are the Trappist style. We've done a quad. We've done several different formats of stouts, from breakfast stouts up to imperial milk stouts and the gambit in between.
Okay.
We've done porters, vanilla porters, peanut butter porters. We're going to branch out into other styles of beers as we grow as a company. but we don't want to get too spread out with too many styles where we lose focus on quality and consistency. The tap room, it brings people into your place, trying your beers, a place to hang out, and it's 100% profit for us, and it really helps us stay alive until our brand gets out and is aware, and more people start buying our beer. We can become sustainable.
Okay.
So it's really vital important for any startup brewery to have a tap room in order to, for the first couple of years during the tough times. So it really helps, and especially to have a unique space that people really enjoy. We have outside space, we have inside space, we have covered deck. So it's really accommodating for all walks of life. People bring their kids here, people bring their dogs here. So it's just a nice. People say it's a nice space, and I use young people these days. I don't know what that means. So it's a nice space. I'm like, ask people what space means. So, and they tell me you got a cool place to hang out. I said, okay, I understand that.
It's got a good feel to it.
That's right. I get it. I understand that. So now space is kind of, I get that word. So I think we have the capability of producing a good product and introducing more good products and really good ales and lagers that people will enjoy, with years to come. So I feel real confident that we'll be around for quite some time.
Whether you are a craft beer connoisseur or not, you should give River Rat a chance to either enhance your love of craft beer or change your mind about it. Visit the tap room during your stay in Columbia. After you visited the tap room, you can head right down the road and fill your belly with some of Columbia's best barbecue at Southern Belly BBQ. With a variety of sandwich choices and 7 different made-from-scratch sauces to pair them with, the possibilities are endless. So we're having dinner tonight at the Southern Belly BBQ, and I'm here with Jimmy, the owner. Hi.
Hey, great. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having us. We're so excited to eat here.
Absolutely.
And try some South Carolina barbecue and see how different it is. What's your favorite dish here?
I would have to say the most popular and my favorite sandwich is the Django. It's a spicy pulled pork sandwich with grilled onions, grilled peppers, jalapenos, served on Texas toast, and we serve it with a spicy tomato-based sauce. It's delicious.
Sounds really good. So what other options do you have?
Our menu consists of 7 sandwiches. They're all pulled pork, smoked pulled pork sandwiches. They all come with a variety of toppings. We make 7 different sauces from scratch to choose from. So we have like a mustard base, sweet tomato, spicy tomato, vinegar, smoky steak sauce, and a variety of other ones. One of our most popular and unique sauces is a Alabama-style white sauce, which we call our Southern Belly sauce. So they're all very popular and they're all delicious.
What made you want to open a barbecue restaurant?
I leased this space, and there were a lot of guys who would come through. We're right next to the stadium, and there were a lot of guys doing some barbecue vending. So I learned to cook barbecue watching them, and I decided I would take it in-house and do it myself.
I came into the Southern Belly about 8 months ago and have become the pit master. This location, we're going downtown, so kind of excited.
What's your favorite sandwich to make?
I like the kahuna, but I like mine a little spicy, so I like to put pepper jack on it and kind of mix it with the Django toppings, but I like the sweetness of the pineapple, so a little mix and match. Once you get in the back, you get a little comfortable and make kind of what you want.
Which is your favorite to eat?
The Django. I like the spicy sauce, and I'm a big fan of the heat and the jalapenos.
Okay, what we have here is our King Kahuna sandwich. This is kind of a luau style barbecue sandwich. It's got smoked pulled pork, cheddar cheese, grilled onions, grilled pineapples, bacon, and it's served on a bakery French bread. This sandwich here is the Django. It's one of our most popular sandwiches. It's smoked pulled pork topped with pepper jack cheese, jalapenos, grilled onions, roasted red peppers. It's served on Texas toast. Comes with our spicy red sauce, which is a tomato-based barbecue sauce. And this here is a super popular sandwich. It's the Wookie. It's a double-decker pulled pork sandwich. It's kind of like your Big Mac of barbecue sandwiches. It's 2 stacks of meat, double bacon, 3 cheeses, grilled onions, and it's served with a smoky steak sauce. We make all our sauces from scratch here in-house, and all the orders come with chips and coleslaw, and occasionally we'll whip up some delicious mac and cheese. But the menu consists of 7 sandwiches, very similar to these, but they're all unique and have a different twist.
And you decorated the whole place yourself.
Yeah, I did.
What kind of feel were you going for?
You know what? I'm not sure.
It's very unique.
It seems like everything that people throw away somehow fits in this place.
Next time on the Map, we spend some time with the animals at Riverbank Zoo. We dine at the Marriott Hotel and visit Adventure Children's Museum.
If you enjoyed this episode of On the Map, visit onthemaptv.com for full episodes, bonus content, and more information on Columbia, South Carolina. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at OnTheMapTV for pictures and updates as we are out on the road.